We decided to commission the full DSM Foundation programme for all our Moray schools for a second year, largely because of our involvement the previous year, where 3 of our Moray secondary schools were involved in a regional pilot. And during that session, schools involved reported that the DSM Foundation work was significant and fundamental in educating their young people through drug education. And that work consisted of workshops for young people, training for staff across their schools, and also the wealth of curriculum resources for teachers to deliver in our PSE classes, that's our personal and social education classes, were very much welcomed. Through multi-agency partnership discussion and recognising the need to extend the work further with parents and carers and our wider professionals in Moray, we were successful in multi-agency funding bid to our Whole Family Wellbeing Fund. What that allowed us to do is extend DSM Foundation's reach across all 8 of our secondary schools during session 2024 and 2025. So evidence and feedback continues to show significant positive impact of DSM Foundation's work, where the theatre and education, the Thai production of the play I Love You Mum, I Promise I Won't Die, has been performed across our schools once again for a further year. And this play, as part of the DSM Foundation's drug education programme, was both hard-hitting for our young people as well as informative. Over session 2024-2025, 47 workshops have been delivered to over 3,000 of our students from S1 to S6, with over 1,300 young people watching the production of the play. Training has also been undertaken with 194 of our staff members, and 5 of the 8 secondary schools were also supported through parent and carer workshops, and we continue to extend the reach of our parent and carer workshops too. Most fundamentally, following DSM Foundation engagement, 95% of our young people reported they know more about the impact of drugs and alcohol on other people and their risks and effects than before they did before the workshops and inputs. 78% of our young people also reported they were more confident to talk to their parents and carers more about drugs too. Schools have very much welcomed the programme and resources aligned to our curriculum model and supporting our PSE delivery. Through staff surveys, we note staff reporting a notable 41% increase in their knowledge of drugs with young people after the training compared to before. Staff value practical strategies given for young people to help them stay safe, as well as supporting identification of the risk factors affecting young people's misuse of drugs and alcohol. All staff through their post-engagement surveys also indicate they will be likely or extremely likely to recommend DSM Foundation's work to colleagues or wider friends. This session, we are planning further parent-carer webinars and support through signposting too to the many resources on the DSM Foundation website, which are added to all the time. The Youth Ambassador programme continues to develop, as well as targeted sessions for parents and carers in relation to key transition points in young people's lives, where we're speaking about, for example, moving to college, university and engaging in parties and events. Our young people are very much more attuned to how impactful drugs can be, where the story is performed through the play educated our young people without them being spoken at. Listening to Dan's story delivered through the play, as well as seeing perspectives from different sides, mum, dad, brother, close friends and acquaintances, made things very real for our young people, as well as providing reflection time to consider the information being presented to them in an accessible way. In Moray last week, we saw play performances taking place across our secondary schools, 6 having already taken place alongside student workshops within each school. Last week, our Chief Education Officer and I also attended a well-attended parent-carer and multi-agency partner evening event hosted by one of our schools involving a performance of the play I Love You Mum, I Promise I Won't Die. The production was very well received by the audience, educational, informative and delivered by talented young performers from theatre and education. A short workshop then followed, providing further drug education, signposting to support and resources, and providing practical supports to parents and carers present for speaking with their children around drugs from an informed position, as well as equipping them with strategies and supporting them to do so. We continue to support the work with DSM Foundation in our schools as we consider our future parent-carer sessions as the year progresses, where we hope funding allows us to continue our work in valued partnership with Fiona and our team, and we're very grateful for the ongoing support of DSM Foundation and our work around drug and alcohol-based education.